I mean, listen, to make from this jump to this jump, I mean, you're going to have to start giving up some of that control. So what I'm teaching you to get here, short leap, is you need to start learning to give it up early. Jesus, take the wheel again. They're getting it. Are you guys getting it?
Yep.
All right. So you're like, how did you learn that lesson, Dr. L? Because I tell you, I only teach what I've done, right? But here's what I tell you about. I really learned this lesson for the first time, and I was like, bro, is you dumb? Performing my gifting. So let's go back to the origin story of me building my network marketing business. So I remember, some of you may not understand, but for the sake of all intents and purposes, even if you have no idea and understanding of network marketing, right? I also learned how not to enter races. I'm not going to win. Lessons, man. Anyways, so in network marketing, you yourself get started as an independent distributor in a business, because the business has the foundation, has the systems that the founder of that company, they can control and manage. And they bring you on, and your entire role is only to be an affiliate. So you sell X, you make an affiliate commission Y, and you do that more, you make more. But it's a business model that gives you the opportunity to bring other people like yourself on who do the same thing, and then you get a little bit of their X to make Y. Okay? So with that understanding, one of the guys, and then they typically, most of them try to, they give you either a 2 or a 3-legged structure mainly to kind of like maintain a balance of your business kind of thing. Does that make sense? So my wife and I were going for a position, and that position was going to offer us a $100,000 bonus, right? At the same time, we were in the business, we had given ourselves 5 years, to build it residually, to walk away, to fund what we want to do in our passion. So we were at year 4. And I'm like, yeah, this is cool. You know, we get the $100,000, you're there, whatever. And then that's when we mastered this. And we were doing the today's today information for relationships. And we had our first relationship business. And I was always good at events, putting events and stuff together for the network marketing company. That's where I learned all that stuff. And we had an event coming up, so I leveraged another company. I gave control to another company for marketing because I didn't have the time, because I wanted the time to build my network marketing business. So here's what I did. I told this business, because they're marketing, I said, listen, here's the deal. We could pay you like the $2,500 to market us for the event. But the goal is we want to fill out the event to get as many people there to the event. So they're like, okay. So I said, listen, here's the deal. We'll give you 10% of the proceed if you fill the event with marketing. So I don't have to worry about it. I'm like, I'm going to give up equity in a sense. You guys getting this? Because I'm like, this is what I could control. Getting to the 100,000. Like I could control, I know that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get this bad boy, it's a little stuff with, because, this is our purpose and meaning. So that'll always be there. Now, let's look at some dates here. For all intents and purposes, I can't remember the exact dates, but let's just say it is the weekend of June 8th and the weekend of June 1st, right? So while we're managing, the weekend of our event was June 1st. So can you say I was probably a little bit distracted getting the goal here for the weekend of June 8th? Because I'm controlling this. And somebody's doing their best to make that 10% the best that it could be. Right? Okay. So this weekend, I put in our ticket was $1,500 a couple for the weekend training, Friday to Sunday. We had 725 attendees. Somebody do the math. Real quick, come on, do the math, do the math. Do the math, do the math.
25 million, a little over.
No, Jonathan, 1,500 per couple.
Yeah. What's that number up on?
Yeah, 1,600. Yeah. Let me make it easier, Matt, for you guys. Somebody, 1,600 total. Just put 1,600 in. 1,600 times 1,500. Okay. How much is that times that? All right, listen, hold on for a second, y'all. So I'm trying to control this. And when we got to that weekend, we missed it. Oh, we missed it. Now, my buddy, who is, who I was part of their organization, Rent, says, listen, we're gonna set a competition for the team. And it was cool because they got me. I was learning the difference in being of value and providing value. They provide value. The value was, listen, because, we were still in that space trying to get to that first money. Within the team, if you do X, get a vacation with us in Hawaii. Cool beans, shit, let's go. Because I'm like, listen, I'm going for the same position you are. So, I already know I'm going to be on vacation with you. And yes, I did get caught up in the vacation. The goal is so great. And I'm building and controlling because that's what I'm controlling. But I wasn't controlling this. You want to know the lesson God gave me in there? When we went to this event, because it didn't hit me, because here's what happened this weekend too. That was the first thing. We hadn't officially set up a business yet. So let me give you, I bank with Navy Federal. We hadn't set up, we didn't know about a merchant account, all this other stuff. So here's what happened. You have, just like this, over the weekend, you guys see I'm busy. I can't really answer too much text and stuff and all, whatever, right? So I'm teaching. We're going with the weekend. Now, obviously, it's a relationship thing, so I'm talking about sex like 20 times more. So I'm excited. Registrations start coming in on Friday to the weekend, going into my personal bank account. Right? Okay. So it comes in. Navy Federal flags it as fraud because it's like a lot of deposits of $1,500. Stuff checking through. Ching, ching, ching. Right? We using, what's the thing called? Most people do Eventbrite, right? It's like it's going to the account. It's getting in there. They start calling me. I don't answer because I'm doing the do. I'm busy, bro. So I'm doing that. Saturday, same thing. Sunday, same thing. They call it. Monday morning, I had 24 missed calls from Navy Federal. A couple things happened in this transition. So I got to tell you, like, the whole story so you grasp how I pick up these lessons. The IRS gets involved. Okay. All right? The IRS gets involved. So they call the IRS, all this other stuff, the fund is there because they can't get a hold of me. They got to legally now do what they're supposed to do. Okay. While we're at the event, now here's the kicker. We had pretending to hope for about 300 people for the event, right? Fortunately, the event space that we use is an event space that can hold up to 12,000 people. So one of my goals, and it still is, was to fill that arena with our work. Because I was already working in that arena on a weekly basis building this business. So I was living close to my goal, controlling the ascent of that and going wherever. As they had rooms literally start from 12 to 12,000. So it was like accomplishment for me, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, long story short, the company that's working for the 10% is marking to fill that sucker. We had 1,600 people show up. On Friday, that was last minute. Now I had to pay the place twice as much to stop and call new people in for work for the weekend, paying them double. So we had to agree to pay them double. And I'm just like, at this point with my wife, I'm like, listen, baby, I don't really care if we break even. It don't matter. It's like, now I'm hyped. Like, yo, we getting stuff. Like, business is going. Like, after this is going to be crazy. It was an event. Obviously, we're providing food. So then they had to hire more people, to do all this other stuff. The end result, after come Monday, comes like, okay, now the logistics. IRS gets involved, take their percentage, over $100,000 in taxes. Then the bank says, it's like, listen, you cannot run business in a personal account. What do I do? Listen, so now I learned that the bank is actually open 24/7 for those who have money. We had our first personal banker who will help us in all details and dealings by creating our own business account and directing us to open a merchant account and all these other things to officialize ourselves. So no problem for a fee. No problemo. No problemo. Okay. Oh, by the way, when this all happened, you might have think we had access to the money. It all, with the holdings till everything was done, it took 90 days. However, I still had to pay everybody else. How do you think I launched a credit repair business? And I know about credit cards so well. I did not rob Peter to pay Paul. I got them to rob Andrew too. Because I had to pay these guys for the service they provided, drained all my accounts of whatever we had to make that happen. And remember, the same week, I'm still heading to the conference for the thing of what I'm controlling to get to a $100,000 check. All this stuff going on in my life and all this stuff happening, I'm stressed. At that point, I still don't realize I was a millionaire. Because I'm focused on the shit I'm trying to control. Money gets done, 90 days has passed, 5 months later, I'm doing a training. Remember that emotional response you had yesterday? I'm in the middle of the training, and it fucking hits me. The reason I'm not ascending is because I'm trying to control my fucking ascent. Here's what you can control: your descent, not your ascent. That's the control. I mean, you can see it even in jumping out of a plane with a parachute. That struck a chord in me. I learned that lesson so much. So you might ask, like, why do I do business the way I do? The moment I think of a new business or opportunity, I look for a partner, so I ain't not in that shit. I am providing value into a new asset so that I don't become the liability. I let potential partners, masters, do what they do. Sexy mama. Right? My business partner, she's looking like, because she knows, she sees the day to day. And she's like, bro, and it's like, listen, you don't understand. Write this down. If you see people how they are, they will always be that way. It's the same for if you see them how they can be, so they shall too. You know what I'm saying? Well, here's the deal. If you see your business struggling to get to $1 million, so it will. If you see your business getting to $1 billion, the million is no longer an objective, is it?
Right.
It's just a benchmark. We need to stop looking at benchmarks as goals.